Peace, family. This is Lions Den with another news and commentary. I'm here to talk about a movement that we as Black people need to join and need to come together on, and that is the ADOS, which stands for American Descendants of Slavery. We all know that Yvette Carnell created this movement. We as Black people deserve to have a voice. We've been voting for Democrats for years, and we always talking about the Kamala Harrises and the Cory Bookers, that they want the Black vote, but they don't never come to our community and explain to the public why they deserve to have the Black vote. I felt that with Joy Reid. Joy Reid, who is one of the quote unquote MSNBC's bots. I'm gonna call her bots. She made a comment calling the movement the Russian bots. Obviously, what we're seeing is that we as Black people are not gonna fall for the okie doke. We're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe. This movement is gaining strength each and every day. You got Black YouTubers talking about it. You got pundits in the mainstream media talk about this movement. And all we're saying is that we as Black people are had enough of politicians who thinking that they're is for us and they're really not for us. And I got this interesting tweet from Yvette Carnell, who owns the who's the founder of the movement, and she's saying that the hashtag American DOS movement was smeared by Joy Reid, Digital Sister, and MSNBC. The movement that took it Tone Talks and 5 years to build was dismissed as the work of bots, which is a total lie and smear without any digital evidence. I am demanding an apology from all parties. And a lot of people want to know, what is ADOS? Yvette Carnell will explain to you on her tweet, and she says, what is obvious to me is that the American DOS, the ADOS movement is viewed by Democrat elites as toxic to their 2020 ambitions because we're demanding specific and quantifiable policies to roll back systematic injustice. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're seeing is that Black people ain't falling for no okie doke anymore. You see Kamala Harris said she used to smoke weed and she listened to Tupac and Snoop Dogg, and while she was in Howard University. People are not falling for that anymore. And we're not falling for it. See, they think that just because she's biracial, that we're going to do the Obama tactic. We're not falling for that anymore. The ADOS is the truth. I'm part of the ADOS. And I know some of you supporters, some of you subscribers are part of the ADOS. We as Black people aren't falling for any games, no tricks, and no lies anymore. It's time to stop the nonsense. Black people need to stop, being naive. I'm talking about the people that listen to MSNBC, listen to Joy Reid, listen to you know the guy, Roland Martin, that guy. We don't want to listen to him no more. And obviously, we're seeing that they trying to shut the movement down by putting lies. But we're not falling for it. No, we're not. It's obvious that, we see in the Kamala Harrises and the Cory Bookers, they're trying to downplay this movement. They're trying to, shuck and jive about what they want to do for the Black community. It's all politics. It's all gamesmanship. The thing of it is that it's time for us not to fall for the okie doke. I went on Nicole's View this past Sunday, and I was one of her panels, and we talking about this movement. Basically, what they're afraid of is that black people in this country are strong and powerful, and we use our vote as leverage. And see, the Democratic Party is in deep trouble. You know, people talking about who's going to face Trump in 2020, but obviously, realistically, Kamala Harris ain't it, and we already know Cory Booker's not it either. So the fact of the matter is that we in the black community is going to withhold our vote. We're not going to tell you guys who we vote for, and we're not going to allow you telling us what to do with our vote. We have a right to vote for anybody, anywhere, and anytime. If that means sitting down and not vote at all, then so be it. I think the problem is, ladies and gentlemen, that we as black people is showing you guys in the mainstream media that we don't need the Democrats. We sure hell ain't need the Republican Party telling us that we need your vote to get the right candidate in there. Now, obviously, that our vote does matter. However, y'all not going to take advantage of it or use it as, some leverage to, so they can kiss the elites as, quote unquote, the establishment. And that's what I was talking about, that Kamala Harris and Cory Booker, y'all part of the establishment. And that is the problem. We cannot trust the establishment. And then we all thought that Bernie Sanders was the guy in 2012. But we were wrong because, again, thanks to the Democratic establishment, they shut Bernie down. So now we as black people are going to shut the Democrats down and let them know that they need us. We don't need them. And the way they need our vote is to hear our issues. If they don't bring any issues to the fore, like reparations, like black unemployment is on the rise, even though who 45 will say, well, the unemployment is down. Not in the black community is not. I mean, matter of fact, that unemployment in the black community is way up. And there's other issues. How y'all gonna do with police reform, with black on black crime? What y'all gonna do with police officers killing unarmed black men and women daily? Some not even reported to the media. So all these issues that's facing us, and none of you didn't say a word. To the Kamala Harrises, to the Cory Bookers, to the Bernie Sanders, even Elizabeth Warren's, all the Democrats who's running ain't speaking for us. And like I said before, all y'all want is trying to get the black vote to defeat Donald Trump in 2020. And our vote does indeed count, but our vote is powerful. Y'all have to deserve our vote. And basically, it's time for the black community is joining this movement, the ADOS, because with this movement, we have a strong, powerful force to say hell to the no, to the politicians that are going to use our vote and use us to win an election instead of do what's right to help our community. And I feel like this movement getting stronger and powerful. Shout out to Yvette Carnell. Shout out to her. And, for those who support this movement, I give you guys a shout out as well. Enough is enough of the gamesmanship. Enough is enough of being used and abused our votes just to win an election. If they want our votes, they need to earn it. Not just say, well, we're going to do this, and this. Words don't mean a thing anymore. And we as a society has a right to say hell to the no to the politicians that's going to use our vote to their leverage. And I'm telling you like this, we as the black community need to stop with the okie doke and not falling for these politicians that need. And you know what's so funny, ladies and gentlemen? When the Kamala Harris was on the Breakfast Club, you know, and I guess people like Kamala Harris think we're idiots, saying that, oh, I smoked weed when I was in Howard University, or I like to listen to Snoop Dogg or Tupac. Just because you're doing that doesn't necessarily mean that you believe the black agenda. It's the difference when you speak out for us and not just use our votes to win an election. So with the Joy Reids, to the Joy Reids of the world, we're not falling for you either. You're trying to downplay this movement, and it's not working. To the Roland Martins, that bleep, 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 we don't want to hear what you're saying either, because you're all talk and no action. So obviously what we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen, is that they're using all these black pundits to shut down this movement, and guess what? It's not working anymore. So all I can say is this: black people in this country, join the ADOS, hashtag ADOS, hashtag American DOS, because with this movement, we ourselves have a voice, and we're not afraid to use it. Leave a comment, tell me what you think about this, share this video, subscribe my YouTube channel, subscribe my reaction channel, and subscribe my Black Junction channel for all the news and commentary. With that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.